Curry. For the Raptors right now, it's twofold. Not just winning with Kawhi, but trying to keep Kawhi.
I think Toronto has to look at this as a one-year lease. You have to get as much out of Kawhi as you can. The goal is to win a championship, and the goal is to win one now.
Kawhi Leonard against KD. Kawhi Leonard, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill, and you still knocked it down.
Jumper's good. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dell Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and effort.
Warriors have the basketball to Cousins. And it's Green, 4-2.
And that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Leonard to Lowry. 2 points to the board.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Curry to Green. To Durant. Cousins. Nice pass to get things going.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way, though.
Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. It's the Raptors with the basketball. Driving right to the basket. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. Exactly a minute to go here in the opening quarter. Livingston. The drive right to the basket. A fundamental shot right there.
The assist from number 23.
Draymond Green pins it. That's out. Last touch by Draymond Green. Pascal Siakam. And he'll head to the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number one, to see if they'll get caught. And number two, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. It's Golden State basketball. Livingston. To Cousins. Takes stock of the floor. Got it to go. And the foul. Get off the tracks. The train's coming through.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Lynn matched up with Livingston. Footer at the buzzer. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Raptors in front. First quarter down as we get ready to start the second. Boy, you talk about offensive efficiency. It was really high.
Yeah, I got to hedge the bet because I got to talk to the defense right now. You have to actually play defense on people to stop people in this league.
For three, buries it on the catch and shoot.
And I just hear my high school coach preaching this thing to me every single day, and it's still pertinent for the NBA. It's all about spacing. And when you have guys who are lethal three-point shooters and they understand spacing, oh, that whole floor opens up, and that's a thing of beauty to watch.
Nothing going here on that drive. DeMarcus Cousins, terrific shooting. He's 4 for 5.
Old school equals high percentage.
Lowry, defended by Steph Curry. Here comes the screen. Lowry works it to Gasol. Nothing going here on that drive. Lowry. 5 to shoot for Toronto. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2.
Number 3, OG Anunoby.
It's Steph Curry with the rock. To Thompson. Driving right to the basket. Marc Gasol sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Free throws coming up.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
DeMarcus Cousins, a couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 66% in this contest. First try, no good. Oh, he missed on a pair. To Leonard. Kawhi Leonard. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. Now down 6. Durant to Cousins. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Stephen Curry has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 90% at the line.
Number 12, Andrew Bogut.
2 for 2 on that trip. Kyle Lowry with the rock. Well done, Kyle Lowry. 3 for 3 in this first half.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
The drive, right to the basket. Durant to the basket, but he can't finish. To Lowry. Short jumper stays out.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Toronto with the basketball. Kawhi Leonard defended by Thompson. To Lowry. Here comes the screen. Lowry. And he dunks it down for 2.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. you essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Curry, not that time. He missed it.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Knocked loose. Warriors have it. They've got it in the open floor. Driving is Thompson, but a shot won't fall. The follow won't go either. Pascal Siakam to Lowry. Gasol to Leonard. Nothing going here on that drive. Kawhi Leonard looking good. 4 for 5.
It can only be one of 2 things here. 1, the defender ran out of gas. Or 2, this dude is just unstoppable.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Curry. And a putback slam. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
And counted at the rim.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Thompson to Durant. Has a look. Durant with a shot that misses. Oh, he had him there for a second. Well done, Kyle Lowry. He's now 5 for 6. First half comes to an end. It's been all Raptors.
Back to...
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Toronto has the basketball. Leonard to Danny Green. Lowry, it's good.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Kevin Durant. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
Taking advantage of the defender. Nice ball fake.
Come on, you knew that setup was coming the whole game. But you were patient and you waited until the right moment to use it.
Lowry into the front court. The advantage is 13 points. Gets a shot up off the mark. Curry into the front court. He'll run the offense. Green to Thompson. To Curry. Screen coming. Curry. Rebound taken by Toronto. Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Leonard. Knocks it down off the step back.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end When there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His team on top by 13. Count the basket inside.
Putting on a show here, getting oohs and ahs from the crowd. This is entertainment, people.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. Down by 15. Curry to Green. Kevin Durant. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Kawhi Leonard, defended by Kevin Durant. To Lowry, going to launch beyond the arc. That one off the mark. It's no good. Durant across the timeline. The deficit now up to 13. To the basket goes Curry, but his shot stays out. To Leonard. Lowry. Gasol, good for two. Great footwork once again.
I'm laughing because when you look at Marc Gasol, he's not the fastest big guy in the game. He's not the smoothest, nor is he the best shooter. But you know what he is? He's prepared and he's experienced. That's why you can get you 17 to 18 to 19 points per night or more, and you get a tough low post presence.
Durant curling inside. To Durant. He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
Gasol in a matchup with Boogie. Leonard goes to the left side. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Yes, Klay Thompson. 3 for 6 now.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Substitutions, Toronto. Substitutions, Golden State.
Leonard. And the rebound taken in by Looney. Slam dunk, Sean Livingston.
You know, Ed, the effort is what concerns me the most. Effort is replenishable. If you're tired, raise your hand, check yourself out. Get somebody who actually wants to get back in transition and play some defense. That will help your team win the game, not you just staying in the game to be better on offense.
Just off the mark. Livingston across the timeline. His guy's down 11. Here comes the screen. Off the assist.
The assist from number 11, Klay Thompson.
Deep three at the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Raptors have the lead. The Warriors won the opening tip, so they have it to start the fourth quarter. And I think the best way to describe where they stand right now is they're down, but they're not out.
It's a game we used to play in the league all the time. It's called a series of stops. That means get 3 stops in a row. Each game is a game within the game. You get 3 stops in a row, and then another 3 stops in a row, you're right back in this ball game.
Lin with it. Up 6. Jeremy Lin. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
Rock-a-bye, baby. Oh, yeah, he rocked him to sleep on that one.
Curry has it. Fires the 3. That's good D. Shot no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Gets to the basket and scores.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Curry into the front court. His guys trail by 10. To Durant. Has a chance. Kevin Durant, 4 out of 7.
Confidence is everything in this game. And it almost seems like in the first half, he lost that confidence. He wasn't taking the shots he normally takes because he didn't see the ball go in. That is no longer the case. He is finally back to himself.
Lynn, the screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Possession lies with Golden State. Curry to Shaun Livingston. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. Kawhi Leonard, defended by Kevin Durant. Slams it down.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Durant with the basketball up top, trailing by 10. To Cousins. Back was to the basket, 5 seconds. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Knocks it down from mid-range. Curry with the basketball. The deficit now up to 12. To Green, taken by the Raptors. Pascal Siakam. Driving right to the basket. He connects, had all the time in the world. Too easy.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Durant to Curry. Kevin Durant lets it fly. Kevin Durant. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this 4th quarter. Lowry buries it on the catch and shoot.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
Curry to bring it up. Trailing by 15. Nice pass to set things up.
In the last 10 sequences down the court, everybody's touched the ball. You don't see anybody with any kind of negative expressions on their face because everybody's eating.
Spins and scores.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Kevin Durant has it. To Curry. Probing the defense. To Durant. Curry. 4-3. Cleared by Ibaka.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, But when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
Here's Curry with it up top. Down a bundle. Steph Curry. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
We got to tell our producer in the truck, you got to tag that highlight.
Lowry matched up with the two-time MVP. And that'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Durant. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions.
Number 14, Danny Green.
Pascal Siakam. To Lowry from long range. And it's Iguodala to claim the rebound. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Shot at the buzzer does indeed go down, but it only affects the final score. This ball game is over. It's the Raptors with the victory as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we...
The Raptors got themselves a win here today. And more often than not, they were hitting the three when they popped from long range. Winning gets a lot easier when you're adding so many points to the scoreboard, 3 at a time. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Toronto Raptors. The Warriors didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly close either. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. The Warriors got their score from the guys you're seeing here on screen.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
The Toronto Raptors were definitely the better team with regard to long-range shooting, and it turned out to be quite the advantage. Their three-pointers were unstoppable.
Player of the game.
Lowry gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Raptors got the win. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.